Welcome to This Sports on This is Beirut. This season, some Lebanese basketball stars have made their way to the Japanese B League. We've been following Sergio Darwish, Ali Mizher, Naim Rabai, and Omar Jamaluddin doing great with their Japanese teams. But what about Karim Ezzedine? Well, he's here with us all the way from Japan. Karim, welcome to the show. Great to have you with us.
Thank you so much, Hala. It's very nice to talk to you from Japan here.
Karim, this season you signed with Yokohama Excellence of Japan's B2 League, but we haven't seen you play yet. What happened with you there?
My team is Yokohama Excellence from Tokyo, and they won the B3 league last year. This year, we're planning to win the B2 league and eventually make it to the Premier League the next season. I signed a 1 year contract. So we've had a great preseason. We beat a lot of B1 teams. And now I've had great moments, great games. Some games at 15 points and more. But then I got injured. My knee, the last game against Toyama, which is a B1 league, B1 team. I got injured in my knee, but it's not a very serious injury. As you know, also in Japan we play about 80 games, so it's a very very long season, and the coaching staff are trusting me to take care of my body before we enter this long season. So now my team has been playing five or six games without me since the beginning of the season, and I'm planning to be back maybe by next week, hopefully, and that's what my goal is.
Karim, I know injuries are tough and can affect a season. How did that impact your career in Japan so far?
That honestly, there's no impact. Obviously, I want to make a big impact myself in the league. I know I can be one of the best at my position in Asia. I wanted to be there also with the national team this summer, the Asia Cup, but I couldn't because of the same problem that happened with my knee.
Karim, you're one of the first Lebanese players to go to Japan. Why did you take this decision?
Honestly, I told myself after the war happened that I needed some kind of stability. I needed to start thinking of the future. I've had many financial problems with certain teams like Dinamo the years before that still owe me my whole contract. So these are the kind of problems that I had to deal with in Lebanon that I don't think that any professional person or athlete should have to go through, especially when you put your body and your life on the line for what you love to do and spending every day to do it. But certain people who enter basketball in Lebanon and don't appreciate this, and I feel like they should be punished for it, but there is no way for us to punish them as players. So we make decisions that are best for our future.
Did you receive other offers this season?
Yeah, I was supposed to continue with Chanville this season. I was supposed to sign with a B1 team also in Japan. But I decided to go with Yokohama because of the project that they had, and one of the players that my point guard, who's an American player, I played with in college, and he's a winner. I knew about him, and he's a very talented guy, and I decided to join forces with him and to make an impact here. I know myself adding as an Asian import, that means a fourth foreigner in the team. So three foreigners on the court, so one Asian import plus two American guys. I could make the difference compared to other Asian imports in the league. So my plan is to win and to win a championship. And I understand that Japanese, their culture value a lot winners, and that's what I'm planning to do being here.
So, Karim, did you terminate your contract with Chonville? What happened there?
Yeah, so we terminated the contract after the season. Obviously, there has been a big shift in Chanville's plan for this season. They didn't have a plan when I was making my moves, so I decided to push it forward with Japan.
And Karim, in the 2023-24 season, you were playing for Sajas. You were one of their stars. You were a two-way player, efficient offensively and dominant defensively as well. Why the move to Chonville? Is it because of roster changes? They had new signings. They signed a big man like Gérard Hadidian.
Yeah, so there was multiple things. I loved honestly the season at Sagesse is probably one of the highlights of my career. Winning with Sagesse to the all the way to the finals. When they haven't been didn't go to the finals in like the last 30 years, I think, if I remember what they were saying. Um, it was a good achievement. I had a good season, ups and downs, but at the end we came up. And it was overall a great season, and they wanted to sign me back in Sagesse, but they had signed a lot of. We had a problem. There was so many guards on the team, and the chemistry was good, but between the guards, a lot of the guys were frustrated to not play as much as they would like to, such as Aziz Abdel Masih, who went to another team, and other players who were very talented who couldn't necessarily play because we just had too many guards. And I saw that when they recruited more guards, it would not necessarily fit the chemistry or make it a good environment. And then they also signed Gerard as a big in my position. And yeah, they wanted to sign me back, but Mr. Manassa had a better plan. He wanted to bring me back to Chonville and win some games. And we also had our fair share of troubles last year, the first time in so many years. But, at the end of the day, we did good, I believe.
Did any club here reach out to you to join them in the Final Four?
Yeah, so I'm in talks. I'm very close with Chonville. Obviously, there's also Hometman that's doing great and that's going to be competing for the Final Four spot this season. And yeah, the other teams have all their list A players, so it's difficult to make it happen. But yeah, there's most of the team that don't have a full squad of list A's have contacted and trying to make it happen.
There's been some rumors about you signing with Chonville. Is it true? Did you sign or not yet?
I haven't signed anything for sure. I'm recovering right now from my injury, and I'm just trying to make it back to the court before I even sign. There's about 80 games because there is also cup games here.
What are your thoughts on how Lebanese players are performing in Japan?
I mean, it's a very tough transition. Honestly, I played the preseason here. It's a tough transition. I had a game where I had 0 points in the preseason, and I had a game where I had 20 points. It's every team can beat the other team. It's not necessarily like Lebanon. There's like a top 5 team that compete for the same spots. And most of the teams, yeah, in Lebanon is going to be like top 4 mainly. But in Japan, there is my team is B2 and we beat some B1 teams. So it's you can always lose but against any team. So it's always a competition. And the guys who moved here are mostly guards. And Japanese are full of guards. They don't have a lot of height. And they're very fast. The style is different. It takes some time to readjust to the style of play of Japan, but the guys are still doing great. And also the living situations, it's difficult to transition and change your whole life and live in a city or in a country that you don't know anyone. The social life is different. It's very hard. So it's a tough transition, and the guys are doing great, basically.
How do you think the level of Lebanese players compares to international players in the Japanese league?
I can judge mainly on their situation as Asian imports, and as Asian imports, I think the Lebanese guys are doing the best compared to the Korean imports or the other imports, the Filipinos import. the Lebanese guys are showing, are representing Lebanon pretty well. Right?
Karim, just briefly before we wrap up, how's life off the court? Do you guys get some time to spend together?
Sergio and Mezher are a bit away, and also so is Naim. But Omar lives about 15 minutes from me, and just yesterday I was eating with his parents and himself and my girlfriend. So we spend time together, and the guys come sometimes in Tokyo, and we go to eat. We go spend maybe the night or maybe the weekend together. So we try to keep. We have a group WhatsApp group message that we stay in touch and talk every day on. So it's we have a very strong brotherhood, and especially with the things that we've been through with the national team, as like the Asia Cup in Jakarta. Since then, we're really bonded.
Karim, this brings us to the end of this interview. Thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck in Japan.
Thank you so much, Hala. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for reaching out.
Coming up next, we take a look at some of the biggest recent achievements of Lebanese women in sports. So let's watch this report. Lebanese women in sports have been on an incredible rise, and the past few months have brought some of the biggest achievements yet. In volleyball, the national team made history, winning the West Asia Championship for the second time and qualifying for the first time ever for both the Nations Cup and the Asia Cup. In MMA, Sylvie Smeha earned Lebanon's first ever female senior gold medal at the IMMAF. In judo, Aquilina Shape took gold at the 2025 Asian Open. On the football pitch, the under-17 girls made history by qualifying for the final phase of the AFC Asian Cup. In Muay Thai, Hala Migdashi won silver at the Asian Youth Games, Lebanon's first podium finish at the event. And in Rugby League, Lebanon's women played their first test match since 2017, marking their return to the international stage. It's a new era for Lebanese women in sports, and this is only the beginning. That's all for this episode of This is Sports. Thanks for watching. Make sure to follow This is Beirut on all our social media platforms and check out our website for more episodes.